Assalamualaikum and hi. Today we would like to present about uncertainty reduction theory. Biodata of each members. Our name group is Lapan Bujang. There are 7 members. Start with Ayub. Hometown Melaka, Tengah Melaka. Interest sport. Ambition to be a sport teacher. Second one, hometown Kangak Perlis. Interest cook. Ambition to be a photographer. The third one is Izhan. Hometown Marang, Terengganu. Interest travel. Ambition to be a journalist. 4. Wafi. Hometown Alustar, Kedah. Interest reading. Ambition to be F1 racer. 5. Daniel. Hometown Subang, Selangor. Interest watching movies. Ambition to be a teacher. 6. Muhammad Syahrul. Hometown Sanakan, Sabah. Interest debat. Ambition to be a politician. The last one is Izzuddin. Hometown Marang, Terengganu. Interest shopping. Ambition to be a businessman.
Uncertainty reduction theory was developed 1975 by Charles R. Beger and Richard J. Calabrese. Uncertainty reduction theory offered a theoretical perspective for dealing with the initial stage of interpersonal interaction, in which uncertainty is common, and suggested a set of research priorities for future scholars to further test the theory. Within the initial entry stage of interpersonal interaction, an exchange of information regarding a person's sex, age, economic or social status, and other demographic indicators typically occurs and is controlled by communication rules and norms.
So, what is uncertainty reduction theory? Uncertainty reduction theory, which is URT, explain how people deal with uncertainty when they meet someone new. For example, URT suggests that people feel uneasy when they don't know what to expect. To make a social media interaction, they try to learn about the other person. They gather the information using 3 main methods, which is passive, active and interactive strategy. Is type of uncertainty. URT point out 2 kinds of uncertainty. First is behavior uncertainty, which is related to action, and cognitive uncertainty, which is related to thought and personalities. First is for strategy, is a passive observing the person of distance. Second is active asking people about the person or looking them up on social media. And third is interactive talking to the person. And the last one is stage of interaction.
So now, we want to talk about the uncertainty reduction theory history. It was developed by Charles Berger and Richard Calabrese in 1975. Key idea explains how people manage uncertainty during initial interaction. We seek to reduce discomfort by learning about others' behaviors, intention, and attitudes. Basic assumption. First, uncertainty is common in first encounters. Second, discomfort from uncertainty motivate people to reduce it. 3. Communication, such as questioning, observation, help reduce uncertainty. Extensions applied to long-term relationship, intercultural communication, and organizational setting. Factors like emotional intensity and cultural differences influence uncertainty reduction. Critics. Not all uncertainty is uncomfortable, such as in romantic relationship, it can build excitement. Some people don't always seek to reduce uncertainty, especially in low investment interaction.
Start with the axioms or the basic principle of uncertainty reduction theory. There are 4 key ideas that explain how communication helps reduce uncertainty in relationship. First, The more you communicate, the less uncertain you feel. This means that by talking to someone, you get information about them, which makes their behavior more predictable. For example, having frequent conversation with a new classmate can make you more comfortable interacting with them over time. Second, as uncertainty decreases, intimacy increases. Once you understand someone better, you are more likely to trust them and share your personal details, which strengthen your connection. Next, high level of uncertainty lead to more information seeking. When you are unsure about someone, you naturally try to get more details by asking questions, observing, or even researching them indirectly. Lastly, similarities between individuals reduce uncertainty. If you find that you have similar interests, values, or even favorite movies, it creates an immediate sense of connection and makes the relationship feel easier. So, these axioms basically explain how uncertainty and communication are directly connected and how understanding someone better help build relationship or better build a stronger relationship. And now let's move on to the strategies people using to reduce uncertainty. These are three main ways to approach this, depending on the situation. First, we have passive strategy. This involves observing someone without directly interacting with them. For example, you quietly watch how a colleague behave during a meeting to understand their personality. Next are the active strategy. These are indirect methods like asking mutual friends about the person or checking their social media to learn more about them without directly engaging. Finally, there are interactive strategy. This is the most direct method and involves having a conversation, asking questions, or sharing information with the person. For example, you could ask a new classmate about their hobbies or where they are from to build a connection. These three strategies, passive, active, and interactive, work together to help reduce uncertainty in different ways depending on the situation.
Now, I will explain on how to apply a reduction uncertainty theory into ourselves for individual. Okay, and first, we can build a connection. We can start with a simple question such as what's your name, what's your job, and what's your hobby. We can also observe non-verbal cues like gesture, expression to foster the trust. And then we can entering a new situation, learn and set expectation on the new environment so we can adapt. And then we can making a decision before we meeting other people. We can gather some information about the people and then we can have a lot of confidence when talking to them. And then career and self-improvement. Build a network by attending event, asking a relevant question, learn new skill to reduce uncertainty and grow professionally. And lastly, we can resolve conflict, clear misunderstanding, and through direct communication, listen actively and work together for mutual resolution. For the next part, I will explain how to apply the theory into the group. Okay, we can breaking the ice. Breaking the ice, which means we can start the introduction. We can share our names, background to the other people for them to become more know about ourselves. And then we can define the roles, clarify each person's role to open discussion, assign tasks based on strengths. For example, technology expert for tech-related tasks. And then we can building a trust, create a safe environment for honest communication. Start with small tasks to build a trust, then tackle bigger project. And then we have a decision making, involve everyone in the process, discuss openly, ensure clarity on decision, responsibilities and next step. And then we can also handling conflict, set ground rules for resolving issue, encourage direct communication and address concern openly. And lastly, we have a reflection, regular check-ins to celebrate success. We need to celebrate when our group having a success, and then we can become more closer to each other. That's all.
Ways to reduce uncertainty in an organization are to encourage subordinates to be more courageous in taking action, encourage subordinates to lead, cultivate effective communication practice, get feedback from subordinates or other about leadership style. With all these ways, uncertainty in an organization can be reduced because all of the above methods are methods that are often used in some organizations to reduce uncertainty in an organization. Not only that, these methods have also been used in an organization.
To wrap things up, the uncertainty reduction theory shows us how communication helps reduce the awkwardness and unpredictability of unfamiliar situations. It is about how we get information to understand and trust each other better. The theory provides two main elements: the axioms, which explain the relationship between communication and uncertainty, and the strategies, passive, active, and interactive, that guide how we approach new interactions. By applying URT, we can navigate personal relationship, group dynamics, and even a professional settings more effectively. Whether it is a meeting a new friend, resolving group conflicts, or starting a job, reducing uncertainty always helps us build stronger and more meaningful connection. In short, understanding URT gives us the tools to handle social situation with more confidence, turning unfamiliar interactions into opportunity for connection and growth.